don't believe collection companies when they say they'll take something off your credit report if you pay them off. Hi, my name is Matt Coach. Created this YouTube channel to share the tips, tricks, and mistakes on my way to building an 8-figure real estate portfolio. And it's often not in your best interest to pay off a collection. Usually when you're going through the credit repair process, you do have an option to do something called a pay for deletion, which is where you offer to pay the collection company if they in exchange take the collection off of your credit report. Now, a lot of people will go, hey, I have this debt. I have a $300 phone bill I didn't pay. Maybe you got laid off from your job or you got sick or whatever happened. Maybe you just forgot about it. Those kind of things can happen. And when that happens, it shows up on your credit report, and now you can't get funding for 7 years. So, a bit extreme, over a couple $100, you call the collection company, you say, hey, look, I'll pay this off. And they go, cool. And you think that that's going to take it off your credit report, and that doesn't take it off your credit report. But maybe you know that. Maybe hey, look, I'll pay this off, but I need it off my credit report because I'm trying to get a home or a car or a credit card or whatever other thing. And they say, oh yeah, sure, just pay it off, and then it'll be off. If you do not get in writing that they will remove it from your credit report, do not pay a collection. Because if you pay that collection, they now have proof of you paying that collection. It becomes much harder to delete in the typical credit repair process. So, also, on top of that, when you pay off a collection, oftentimes it resets. So say you have a collection from 2 or 3 years ago. Maybe you were 19 and you couldn't pay your phone bill, and now that's on your credit report. Well, now maybe you're 22, you have a little bit more money, maybe you graduated college and you're working your first job. You're like, I'm going to pay that off. I want to start getting good credit. I want to start moving on with my life, and you got to pay that thing. You just reset the timer. So you did have 4 years left. It had been 3 years. You get 7 years of it on your report. You reset that timer. So now that you paid it off, you have 7 more years of it being on your report. So now instead of it being off at 26, it's off at 29. So don't just pay collections agencies, even though it feels like the right thing to do, because it will actually really hinder your ability to grow and grow your credit score and get all the good things that credit has to offer. So there you guys go. See you later.